Have you ever set a goal, been super excited about it, told someone about it, and then lo and behold, felt like they did everything they could to prevent you from being successful? Hi, if we've not met before, I'm Shelley from Taming Frenzy. Here's an ugly truth that you may not want to face. The fact is that when you start pursuing some goals, there are going to be some people in your life who are not rooting for your success. You may find that some people feel threatened because they don't want you to change, because they worry about the effect that changes will have upon the relationship you have with them. They fear what your changes will require of them, or they don't want to have to change themselves. Or perhaps they're jealous of the changes you're going to make, and therefore they don't want to see you succeed. Now, I've identified 3 primary ways that I've noticed that people tend to sabotage our goals. Those are negative Nellies, resource hogs, and time thieves. First, let's take a look at the negative Nellies. Now, negative Nellies can fall into one of 2 camps: those who are very covert about it and those who are very overt about it. The people who are overtly negative are kind of in your face about it, to be real honest. They may excuse their behavior by saying that, well, I'm just telling you this for your own good, or so that you don't embarrass yourself, or so that you don't end up wasting your time and your money. You may find that they tell you things like, you're not qualified to do that, or you don't have any experience, or no one's going to listen to you. Who do you think you are? They also may tell you that you're too old, or they might tell you that you're too young. They might scoff at your goal and tell you, that's just silly. Whatever it is they're telling you, you'll know, because it's very obvious that they are doing something or saying something that is negative, that runs you down. Covert negativity, on the other hand, is a little harder to pinpoint. It's those little underhanded things that they say. You may hear little digs that they say are just in jest, but that you know really aren't. These people may say things that will chip away at your confidence and cause you to doubt yourself. They may also cause you to question yourself and wonder if you're on the right track, or if maybe you should just get off the track completely. The thing to remember about negative Nellies is that the things they do and the things they say are ultimately more about them than they are about you. That doesn't mean they're not hurtful, though. When negative Nellies say things that are hurtful and things that are negative, they are really revealing more about themselves. It really doesn't have anything to do with you. They are revealing their own worries, insecurities, jealousies. And one of the best things you can do when you start getting input like this from a negative Nellie is pretty much to ignore it and not respond to it. Don't get into a conversation about it or argue about it with them. Now, I'm not saying that you should never stand up for yourself. There's definitely a time and a place for you to do that. But depending on the relationship you have with this particular negative Nellie in your life, you may want to scale back on your interactions with them, or you may want to disengage from them completely. The bottom line is, you deserve to be surrounded by people who are positive and who are in your corner and who are rooting for your success. The second type of goal saboteur is a resource hog. These are the people who refuse to help you get the resources that you need to work towards those goals and dreams. They may withhold money. They may withhold time. They may withhold assistance. They may say things like, we just can't afford that right now. Or, I'd like to help you, but I just don't have time. Or they may say things like, well, that's just not a priority right now. Whatever they're saying, the end result is, and it's pretty obvious, that they're doing everything they can to drag their feet to prevent you from working towards your goals. So you'll probably have to work around these people, to be real honest. If they refuse to help you, quit asking them if you can. Or if you have no other alternative but to get some help from them, ask them when would be a good time for them to help you, and then have them commit to something specific and then hold them to that. Also, look for other ways to get the resources you need. Perhaps there's someone else who has expertise or a skill, and what can you do to learn from them? Maybe they could assist you. Maybe they could point you in a direction so you can learn and acquire those skills for yourself. Perhaps you could work towards setting some money aside so that you are not dependent upon someone else to give you the money that you need to pursue your goal. It's also important to realize that a resource hog might be enjoying the power that they get over telling you no and preventing you from pursuing your goals. If you think that's the case, it may be time to reevaluate your relationship with those people. The last goal saboteur is a time thief. The time thieves are the people who end up stealing time from you that you had dedicated to work towards your goals. They make demands of your time, and in doing so, they cheat you out of the time that is necessary for you to achieve your goals and dreams. Now, this may end up sounding like, but I just never see you anymore. Or, if you loved me, you'd whatever. Or, but what could be more important than fill in the blank. But you just have to do whatever it be. Do you notice something similar in each of these statements? You probably do, and that's that they're all preying on your guilt, right? All of those statements are making you feel bad about taking time for yourself instead of spending your time doing something that they want or need for you to do. These people may be asking for favors, or they may simply be asking for your presence. Either way, the result is the same. You end up taking time that you had allotted for yourself and end up giving it to someone else. These people feel like they have the right to decide for you what is the best way for you to spend your time. Now, with these people, to deal with them, you have to be firm. When they make a demand on your time that is inappropriate or that was unaccounted for, you need to be able to simply tell them no. The thing you do not have to do is start explaining to them why you can't do such and such. No is a complete sentence. First off, how you spend your time is your business. And second, the people who are trying to make demands on your time will always have a really good reason why you should do things the way they want you to do and why you should spend your time the way they want you to. Neither argument has your best interest at heart. Now, I'm not telling you to be selfish and never spend time with or do things for anybody else. I'm not telling you to abandon obligations or responsibilities. I'm not telling you to be selfish and never spend time with anybody else. But when you feel that someone is making an unreasonable demand on yourself or is purposely doing things to divert your time and attention, it is okay to stand up for yourself and simply decline. You are entitled to spend your time the way you like, pursuing the activities and things that you have deemed important. And yes, you're able to juggle the time you want to spend on your goals and dreams with the time and attention that you need to give to other people in your life. You're able to do both, but it's up to you to decide how you want to make that division of time and attention. I'm sure there are other ways you have noticed that people sabotage your goals as well. And I would love to hear from you the kind of things you've experienced. Leave me a comment below. Let's talk about it.